Hey everyone, thanks for checking out my video today. Today we're going to look at one of our offenses on trying to defeat a 1-2-2 defense. Some people call this a 1-2-2 defense, some people call it a 3-2 defense. They're pretty much the same thing. There are some slight differences in those. We're not going to really get into the difference between those, but basically the defense is going to set up in something like this. Okay, we're going to have 3 defenders up top of the perimeter and then 2 defenders down low at the blocks. Okay. So our first offense that we're going to run against this, we're going to call this the switch offense. Okay, and you'll see why it's called the switch offense here in a second. But basically what we're going to set up like this, 1 and 2 are completely interchangeable. It doesn't matter who they are. And really 1, 2, and 3 are completely interchangeable here. The only thing is we want the person to play this position here, the 3, we want that to be our best outside shooter on the court because that person's probably going to get a lot of good open corner 3 looks. Okay, if we move the ball correctly and quickly, that person should get a decent amount of corner 3 looks, or possibly maybe even some long 2-point jumper looks. Okay, so that person here should be your best shooter, your best pure shooter on the court. Okay, 4 and 5 are also interchangeable. Really, we want those 2 guys to be good blockers. I'm sorry, good passers and good screeners. Okay, and they're mostly going to be working around the elbow and the block. So they're going to be sealing their defenders down at the block. We're looking for jump shots around the elbow area. Okay, and then 1 and 2, those are probably going to be your point guards or ball handlers, guys who can maybe drive baseline if they get an open lane, and good passing to the corners and passing to the lane. So let's take a look at how this is going to work here. This is our initial setup. We want this to look something like this. What's important here is that whatever the side the ball is on, we don't want the ball in the middle of the court here. We want it to be in one of the slots, kind of just off the middle, the top of the arc there. Whatever side that ball is on, we're going to overload that side. We want 4 on 3 on that side. You can see here we have 4 here, and they have 3 defenders here, which is going to force one of these 2 to probably come over and help. Most likely, this guy will have to shift over to that side here. All right, but we want to overload one side to start. Okay. At any point in this offense here, if 2, which is the offside slot over here, if he feels like he can backdoor cut or maybe just kind of shift over down to the corner area for a swing pass, a skip pass across, you can go ahead and do that. Okay, but really, our offense is going to look like this. Most likely the defense, this guy here is going to be guarding 3, and this guy here is going to be guarding 5. So first of all, if 5 can seal out his defender, please go ahead and do that. And let's feed 5 the ball. Okay, and then we can hopefully get a post move down low, or if nothing else, maybe we can get an in to out offense here. So if the ball gets into 5, maybe that defender on 3 will have to collapse down. We can get the ball out to the corner for 3, right? But if all that doesn't work here, what we're going to do is 2 is going to have to work to get open here. So maybe kind of cut away and cut back, maybe V cut in and out, whatever he needs to do to get open. We don't want to get open out here. That's not really going to help us. We want to get open as close to the arc as possible. It might be on the arc. It might be a couple feet off the arc, but as close to the arc as possible here. Why? Obviously, we want a good shot. If we can get a good shot for number 2 here, that's great. But if not, we want the quickest passing lanes into the middle, into the corner. All right, so 2's going to get himself open probably by cutting away and cutting back or V-cutting in and out. And we're going to feed the ball over to 2. As soon as that happens, 2 players are going to move instantaneously. All right, who are those 2 players that are going to move? 3 is going to sprint all the way to the other corner, and we're going to hopefully get a quick swing over there and get a corner 3. And meanwhile, 4 is going to come set a screen on this defender here for 2 reasons. 1, we want him not to get out on 3 to recover, and also, after that screen gets set, 5 is going to pop up to the elbow. All right, so now 2 should have a couple options here. If he gets a great shot, go ahead and take it. Otherwise, we can swing to the corner for 3 for a 3-pointer. Quick pass into 5 for hopefully a quick jump and turn and jumper. Or we can, if someone gets collapses on here, we can either kick it out to 3 or kick it out to 1 for a jumper. Or if 4 is after he sets that screen, now we can turn and seal that defender. Hopefully we can get the ball into 4 for a layup. All right. Once that whole motion is complete, we're back in basically the same setup we were in before, okay, except the ball's on the other side. Okay, and that motion is going to continue back and forth until we get an open look. So pass it back over to 1, All right, 3 is going to sprint over to the other side. 5 is going to come down here and seal this defender. And 4 is going to cut out. And 5 is going to come back over to his block. And we're right back here on our 4 on 3 side, overloaded on the strong side of the ball. Okay? Now these defenders down low, they're going to have to be working back and forth here. So now the ball's over here. This defender's going to be here. This defender's going to be coming over here. All right? As we swing that ball back over here, and as 3 sprints out, this defender's going to be working over here. This defender's going to come back. So again, 4 is going to set that screen on that defender, and 5 is going to pop up to the elbow, and then 4 can try to seal. And we're just working back and forth around the perimeter. There's no shot clock, so we have all the time that we need here. Okay? If they do institute a shot clock, which may be coming soon, we still have plenty of time to work this ball back and forth multiple times before we can get a good look. Okay? So if we ever need to rotate that ball back and forth, just continue to do that, forcing these defenders to sprint back and forth from the corner to the block. And sooner or later, we should get either a pass to the corner for a 3, pass to the block for a post move, or a pass into the 4 where he can either take a jumper or kick it out to the corner or the opposite slot for a 3-point opportunity. Okay? Also remember 1 and 2, if you ever get a driving opportunity, go ahead and take that. The middle is probably going to be clogged here, so you're probably going to want to drive baseline. That's something we can always look for if possible. All right? So that is the summary of our switch offense against a 1-2-2 or a 3-2 defense. This is something that we'll run a couple times a game against this defense, but it's not something we're going to run every time on the court. Okay? Other things that we can run against this are a simple 5-out offense, which we've already talked about, or there's another offense that we're going to call X that we'll check out in another video here. All right? So be sure to make sure that you're checking out all my other videos as well. If you have any questions, you can leave it in the comments. Otherwise, thanks for tuning in today, and we'll hope to see you again soon.